Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition, a special and exciting holiday edition of Ace, Your Space. And now, here's your host, Michelle Chatterchick. Hello!
Yay! Hey.
Look, Ma, I made it. We made it past Thanksgiving.
We made it. Hey, Ma, look, I made it past Thanksgiving. There you go. Happy Thanksgiving, Chuck, and happy Thanksgiving to all our listeners out there.
Happy Thanksgiving. Wow. Different Thanksgiving this year.
It was different, you know, and I thought, wow, what a way to start the conversation. I'm going to ask you what you did different this year, if you did anything different.
Well, it is a very interesting time in our country and the world, of course, with the pandemic. So when you get a feeling out there in the public, some people kind of are like, heck with these restrictions. I'm going to do what I want. I don't want anybody telling me what to do, and I want to have everybody over. But my feeling is, from what I've seen, the people that I know, the groups were much smaller, which is probably a good thing.
And I do believe that. After 8-9 months, yeah. I'm dying to get around people. Myself personally, I'm compromised, so I can't be. I did go to my mother's, but believe it or not, and there's only 3 of us, there was 2 leaves in the table, and we did stay separated. I did walk in with my mask, because that's what you have to do. And I believe this. If this is just my thought, if people could just wash their hands when they come in your house, have everybody over, wash their hands, take their temperature, just like businesses do. Take a temperature, wash the hands, keep your mask on, come on in.
It's funny, we talk about the hand washing. I think we touched upon it on the last show where, it seems like, one of the, it's such terrible, anybody dying from any kind of pandemic is awful. If you look back at what has happened with hygiene, that one aspect of it was actually a good thing to get people back into the mindset of, hey, there's a lot of germs floating around out there. You should wash your hands.
What a way to bring up the children, like your son. But you and your wife are the hand washers prior to this virus. So, little Shazer is going to be washing his hands anyway. But some people don't do that. Some people just really don't wash their hands a lot. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Well, now they will be because the children, they're so used to washing their hands. Chuck, it's like the seatbelts. When seatbelts, we had to, it's probably when you were a child, we had to put the seatbelt on our child. Well, we didn't really use the seatbelt. But guess what? It became a habit. Washing hands just has to be a habit. That's all. It's a habit that I have, and it just has to be a habit, and it's easy. It's
a good habit to have, and I'll be honest with you. In my life, it's something I've always done because I think when you learn about the science of things,
that's true.
As in the S Factor, next Saturday at 1 o'clock, Cruisin let's
get it out. Let's get it out. I actually called last month, and you weren't there. I called in.
Yeah. Well, it's pre-recorded, but
I didn't know it was, and I actually had something to tell you at that time, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's pre-recorded, but every show is brand new. There's no replays.
That's true.
So I'll be recording next Saturday's show this weekend.
Good.
And, they're always informative, fun, and people can contact me through email if they want to get a question on air, and it's good stuff. But anyway, like with the science side of things, I always knew about germs. You know what I mean? It's kind of gross how many germs are all over the place. I remember growing up, and they would take a cotton swab, and they would, rub the payphones in New York City, for example.
Oh.
And then what they found in the Petri dish afterwards.
Let's not even talk about the dollar bills, because I saw that documentary, too, about the dollar bills, and this leads us right into ACE-CO.
Yes.
ACE-CO.
So hand washing is incredibly important and again, listen, you have to be, your body has to build up an immunity, so you can't be crazy about those things. But if you just use common sense, like before you eat and wash your hands, that can go a long way. And with the ACE-CO, oh my goodness gracious, having a portable hand washing station with hot water.
That's the solution. How simple is that sanitation solution? And it's right here. It's right. Hashtag Small Business Saturday. It's right here.
Small Business Saturday today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's small. And, I feel that I didn't really feel it in the air like we always do. The commercials must have been less. I mean, the TV's on 24/7, at this point in life, right? For me,
Yeah.
And saying that, I didn't feel it like I always have. I'm very into that, and so are you. I mean, you come from.
And what's sad about that is we need that right now.
We need it, so that it's going to help.
Yes.
I've been telling, of course, our friend is Marie, who does sell advertising, and I'm like, you know what? Everybody should be advertising gift cards. Let everybody get. It's a peace of mind. It's a peace of mind. You're not going to wait. Let's not be shopping online all the time. We have great stores right here in our community. We have hardware stores that don't just have hammers and nails. We have a supply store called Ace that's not just supplies. I mean, it has everything, stocking stuffers, all sanitation. You could do so much with what we have inside of there. You have LA Mail, fine men's clothing. You might think you're in flippin' Macy's. It's even better quality. You're not around, and you would know that, my bro.
Mr. Leonelli.
Mr. Leonelli.
My sister just got married last weekend, and I went to see Larry.
Oh, did you have to wear a tuxedo?
Guess what? I went to Larry to look for a suit. My father, my uncle, we're all in there, and even little DeLuca was in there looking at the different shoes.
Oh.
Listen, he was getting to the boxes a little bit too much, and I was like, we got. No, don't take.
And you say shoes, not to take this away from Larry because he's got 5 minutes. I wanted to mention Brian at Al's Shoes. He's right there, and I got to tell you, what a great day in our area to be Small Business Saturday, because they could shop all day in Vineland, Delsey Drive, finish it up on Landis Avenue, because then Santa's going to light the lights at 5 o'clock.
Oh, it's great stuff, and you always have to remember this. It's really cool. That people, they want to shop online. There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Nope, nothing wrong.
At the end of the day, remember who is supporting, like if you have Little League and you have playbills that have ads in them. Any kind of advertising that's done on a local level, which Larry Berman does an awful lot of.
People don't even realize. We never knew till we got there, huh, Chuck?
Big online retailers are not doing that.
You're right.
Business that are supporting local fundraising and things of that sort. So make sure you support them. It's really important.
I mean, it's going to be, they need you this year so we can have them around next year. They need you right now. They need you today.
Right.
They needed you yesterday. They need you today. The heck with Cyber Monday. Get your feet, get moving. Get out there to your community and support your community. Just get gift cards. If you just get gift cards. Restaurants, I mean.
Gift cards? Wait a second. I know where you can get one of those.
Ah! Ding, 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 ding. I didn't even plan that.
The gift certificate you can get in any amount. And it is good at any one of the branches, any one of the 7 branches. So.
And you know what? There's so much in there. Who needs a faucet? It's just, I can't even go. The lighting. What do you need? What do you want to get? Give them a gift card to Ace Plumbing. You could go in there and get whatever supplies you need that you know how to do yourself, the DIYer.
Well, if you get one, you could say, okay, I can put this towards, because some people look at it and they say, okay, well, if I get one for $50, let's just say, right, for example, from Ace, and we're talking about Ace Plumbing.
Is that what you want? Is this my hint?
I want more than $50.
I mean, at Ace, yeah, because I know you like the lighting there. So, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Mrs. Shazer, it's the Mow and Flow. The Mow and Flow, Mrs. Shazer.
My other personal favorite, the Sean Beck chandeliers. Holy cow. But, you could use this gift certificate. It doesn't mean you have to buy something that's that amount of money.
Right.
You can put it towards a new faucet. You can put it towards a new shower head. We have beautiful DXV shower heads from American Standard. The big ones, we have those.
I love them.
The touchless faucets, and you can use it at these gift certificates in Vineland, Atlantic City, Wildwood, Winslow Township, Glassboro, Summers Point. in Williamstown, any one of our locations. It's great.
And I'll tell you, I got a message from our general manager in our message center, which I'm not in. I don't go in that too much. I want to let you guys that really need that, let you guys use that, absorb that. But I'm glad I went in because I see that we're having the scratch and dent sale over there today, huh?
Yes, we are.
Wow, for small, that's a perfect fit for today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday, if you're looking to save a little bit of coin on water heater, or if you're looking to save a little bit of coin on showers. And then there's some stuff,
vanities.
Frankly, vanities. Yeah, I mean, I might not even know about that.
We don't even know what they pulled out. You know, we have no, but it's there. So do yourself a favor and stop in 667 South Elsie Drive, right in Violin. You know what? You're sitting home. A lot of people are working from home. I know you're trying to do little projects while you're working from home. Me, I can't do little projects. You don't have to worry about me doing them. Trying to put a vanity in, trying to paint, that's not happening. My house looks the same way it did when I started working from home. It hasn't changed.
An awful lot of people did do that, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why I figured let's mention it again, the scratch and dent, because if they're working on, a project at home, and listen, at the end of the day, you change out a vanity in a bathroom, change out the vanity and the lights in the toilet, and you have yourself a whole new bathroom. Now you added value to the home because you're probably going to sell it soon anyway.
Well, if you happen to sell it soon, man, you're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Like doing kind of like a somewhat of a refresh, and quite frankly,
right, refresh, very good. It's not dated.
If you're in that mode, like you're looking to sell your house, maybe you're waiting for the pandemic to calm down a little bit before you do that, because apparently that's what's happening with supply and demand in that market right now. A lot of people are waiting. That's why the supply is low and the demand's high right now. But if you plan on doing that at some point in the next year or so, I mean, you can't beat stopping at Ace, and a little bit goes a long way. You know?
A little bit goes a long way. So you get a couple $100 off something. Hey, like we have the best quality vanities there. I mean, it's not a big box store vanity, and I'm not putting anything down. Everybody's budget's different, and we could fit anybody's budget too. There's a lot of things that we have that aren't even on showcase. They're not even showcased out there, But
really a huge catalog of products.
Huge catalog, and we just want to stress again that because of COVID, we do go by appointment only on the showroom side.
Yes.
Appointment only, and everything else can be bought at the counter side.
We do. If you want to go into the showroom today, they're open today until 3. If you want to check out any of the scratch and dents, you can go in through the counter area, which is the entrance that's facing Habitat for Humanity Restore. Or if you want to go through the front and look and take a stroll through the showroom, we recommend making an appointment. And if you want to do that today, just call 856-692-9374. That's 856-692-9374. And you can make an appointment. And the cool thing about that, Michelle, too, is that you'll get a showroom staff member that will be right there with you, kind of as your guide through the showroom and answer questions. It's great stuff.
Right. It's just a little guidance for you. And they'll even, if you tell them what you want, they'll kind of direct you right there, and they'll step back so you can actually have that time, to yourself to look and make your educated decisions that you need to make.
Mm-hmm. So much stuff on display in the Violin branch. It's unbelievable.
It's. I have not been there. I have not been in the showroom. I've been in our building since March, but I have not been to our showroom.
Well, I can tell you this: there have been new vignettes that have been put up with new product.
Nice.
New tubs. Just really, really sensational products on display.
I'm going to tell you how good our products are. That one of our reps that actually lives in Philadelphia, him and his son came to Violin to buy all their fixtures for their bathrooms and their kitchens for their brand.
Oh, really?
All the mow-ins. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
So that's very nice. So that speaks volumes to me, with...
Absolutely.
And he's actually part of our Lunchbox Banter. Our newly Lunchbox Banter that we do weekly.
Now, is that the Utica Lunchbox Banter? That's Wednesday at noon?
Wednesday at noon and Thursday at noon. We have Wednesdays and Thursdays at noon. We just took a break on Lunchbox Banner. That's something that Ace does on the Internet, and it's just to keep conversation going with the contractors, the manufacturers, the vendors, keep it all in one place. Everybody together, and we just conversate for 15, 20 minutes at noon, whether it's HVAC or plumbing or air conditioning. And we're going to be expanding that in the future because it seems like everything's going to be virtual, right, Chuck? It's just
a lot of things have switched to that. It's we live in a digital world, and that is given us the capability to do that. The Internet's the only reason why that's able to even happen. So again, the Internet revolutionizes our lives. Revolutionized our lives back in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and now we have another round of that with what has been pushed by the horrible pandemic. But one of the things that have come from that is this remote working and also remote learning. With the kids. So, and there's been some, I would say, growing pains with that, especially if you have children and you're trying to juggle the two things.
I can't imagine. And I know some people we work with are going through that, where I just can't imagine, having to work home with your child. That has to work. Your child has to do homework and has to have class, and so now you're home because your child is, and you're trying to work as well.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's very challenging, and I've got nothing but respect for people that are going through that, because I remember when I worked from home March through June, or I think through May, excuse me. I didn't have my little guy at home with me, and that was intentional because I couldn't imagine splitting my time between trying to get things done for work and also watching my year-and-a-half-old.
Yeah.
Which requires, we're talking about an age of 1 or 2 where you need to have your eye on them at all times. I mean, I can't write code and then look.
Yeah, you can't even go to the men's room with a, like he's got to come in there with you. I know. I remember those days. Oh, you got to come in here because, for that 1 second, the finger's going to go in the socket, where they're going to fall,
Oh, and he loves popping those socket protector things off now.
We like to take them off.
Yeah, so we got to keep our eye on him when it comes to that.
He's probably got strong fingers because he's probably lifting already.
They said he's very muscular.
Did they say that, though?
Yes.
Of course he is, and he's probably lifting pencils for his first weight. Look, Daddy, I could lift this. I could just see it now. I'm hopeful that he fits in his little. I'm hoping we get like 1 day of snow, because maybe he'll fit in that snowsuit. I don't know. I was telling the family, I got Chuck's little guy a snow outfit because when the baby was born, Michelle wasn't around. I didn't have anything for him at that time, so winter was coming. And so we didn't get any snow. We didn't get any snow, and I said I got it a little bit bigger, so I don't know. We'll say there's many kids in that family that can use that snowsuit in your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And more coming, I'm sure. We're waiting for the girl.
Such a mild winter, didn't we, last year?
Look at today.
We might have another one. I don't know. The Farmer's Almanac, sometimes they're right and sometimes they're way off.
It's
we were supposed to have a brutal winter last year.
I know.
And it just wasn't. I'm not complaining because
I'm not complaining either.
As extra work, meaning like my wife loves the snow, but I look at it as now it gives me something else to do in the morning when I'm trying to get ready for work.
A lot of work.
Go outside and shovel a driveway, and it's like I need that on top of.
Well, I have an electric blower that I got when my mother moved, and my friend Joe, who passed away, made sure that I got that electric blower. Well, I opened up the shed deal. I'm like, there's the electric blower. I don't even know how to use it. That's great, but I got one.
Well, some people do that, and the story is on that. A lot of people will buy those and have the very best of intentions to use them, and they won't start them for years, and then when it snows, they can't get the darn thing to start.
Okay, I read the message. I got your message right through the phone. I'll do that tomorrow. Between today and tomorrow, I'm going to start that baby up. I always say, well, that's nice. It's out in your shed. So if it snows overnight, you got 3 feet. You're still not going to get the snow blower. It's out in your shed, right? Have fun with that.
You got to keep those things rolling. You got to keep them. You start them once in a while so it gets all the fluids moving, and also keeps that battery charged. And you got to let her run. I'm
going to see if who's ever listening out there. I just want to ask the audience if they did anything different this year because of the COVID, and if they did, to give us a call at 696-0092. Did anybody make a new tradition? Keep up the old ones? Did you have to Zoom? Did you make stuffing?
Yeah.
What did you make? What did you make, Chuck? Did you personally, you yourself, add something to the meal, or did Mr. Shazer do it all?
What we've been doing just about, the last several years is I usually take control of cooking the turkey.
Oh.
Because my wife's family is full Sicilian. And
they want to put the macaroni sauce on there, the gravy.
Well, their mind is on pasta all the time.
I love it.
And God bless them. And to me, it's an American holiday, of course. So you want the American traditional food, right? So, and I love Italian food. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. But on Thanksgiving, you want to have that Americana, as they would say.
I want my they would.
Thanksgiving. So I made two turkey breasts with the bone in. Two separate ones. Her mom got a free one from ShopRite, and then I bought another one at Acme. We didn't decide we were having Thanksgiving at our house until probably Tuesday, so it was pretty late.
We'll have to do it here. Well, because it's just the way it is this year, you know? You're like, okay, we're going to do it here.
But there were people out there shopping, and, I think, I could imagine that, people spent probably close to the same in buying stuff. I mean, listen, you're just going to have a lot of leftovers floating around out there because there weren't many people probably at each house,
I'm going to tell you what the Lowe family did. I'm not going to tell you where it came from because we're never going to do it again.
Okay.
And it's not a brick and mortar that I can say. It's not really a brick and mortar. So in saying that, about $150 was spent, and you got some turkey breast and you got ham, but just wasn't yours. You know what I mean? Just wasn't your stuffing, and it wasn't even close to it. And you had to get like a service for 12 or 10. You had to buy that. It was only 3 of us.
Okay.
You had to. So it was over $150.
Okay.
And not one of us liked it.
Really?
And, I'm not really a picky eater, We were like,
Well,
so
that you didn't care for the whole meal?
Didn't really care for it. Yep, didn't really care for it. Like we felt the meat was dry. Yeah, we had something wrong with everything.
They dropped the ball on everything.
Except for the cranberry that I ate that night, late at night. I'm like, I didn't even taste this. That's the best thing there was the cranberry, some kind of sweet cranberry chunky thing, right? So, and a lot of people don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I listened. A lot of people eat ham. Like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Or macaroni. Now, another thing, my friend of mine, growing up, they would have macaroni and the turkey. So they would have the Italian and the Americana, as you say.
Americana, so yeah.
The Americana. Yep.
That's right.
So, and you know what? The Christmas parties this year. There's no Christmas parties this year. Think about that.
We usually have such a great one.
Oh my! We slam dunk that, don't we?
The luncheons. We have a luncheon at every branch.
Oh my God!
Beautiful luncheon.
Poor Larry would get a schedule. Larry, here's your schedule. Poor Larry. Like, you're going to drive around all 7. And you know what? The customers love seeing him.
Absolutely.
I mean, they see him, but they don't see him like they see him that day because he does. He arrives for that party, and it's just, I got goosebumps about that. And it's really, I'm going to miss that this year. I mean, we could do it virtually, but they're not going to be able to eat the food, And we get some really good food each branch. That's okay, because when we come back, we're going to come back even stronger.
Yeah, it's a really cool time to really, because, normal everyday life during business hours, everybody's hustling, doing what needs to be done for business. And whether you're a contractor or a homeowner and you stop in, it doesn't matter. There isn't a lot of time for just talking and getting to know each other. So that's one good thing about those luncheons, too. You get an opportunity to take a step back and enjoy some good food and some good company.
Yeah, actually, you sit down and you break bread with your customer. You know what I mean? And literally that's what happens. So, you never know. I mean, we couldn't do our 70 years in June, but maybe this June coming around, 2021, when it comes around, and everybody has their, we've already got our virus. We got it intact now. We all have our needle, and we're all getting better. Who knows what kind of party we can have.
Yeah, we had the 70-year parade in June, remember?
Yeah, just because I couldn't have what we had planned, We had something very special planned, but that's okay. Everything's for a reason. It doesn't matter because it's only going to be better. Mm-hmm. It'll just be better for the customers of ACE and the community. It's always about the community as well, because our customers are in our community. Our contractors, our customers are in our community.
Yeah, and that's why Larry supports so many like fundraising efforts of whether it's Little League or no matter what it is. It could be there's some kind of a show being put on at the Landis Theater, and the students are involved and they need money. They're selling ads for their playbill, or there's some whatever the fundraiser is. He really is so awesome when it comes to so many aspects of community.
There's not one that I can't even say it, because it's phenomenal what he does in the community, and he's very humble. I had put Larry in for an award one time for the chamber. I wanted to put Ace in, and I'll never do it again because I could tell it was the wrong thing to do, and I didn't know at that time. I'm the cheerful giver girl. You know what I mean? I get excited. Oh, you're doing that? That's great. People should know about that. Or anything that makes people feel good. For some reason, I like to deliver that, and I wanted to deliver that to Larry because he is such a good man. Such a good boss and such a good person in the community, and I felt that he deserved it. But I also saw the humbleness in him, and I'll never do that again, because, some people don't like that. They don't like being out in front like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of people that, think about it like this. Think about all the anonymous givers of, like you have a store that has a layaway, right? Somebody comes in and they pay for all the layaway, and it could be thousands of dollars. Ever see that in the news?
Yeah. So
this anonymous person, let's just say they put up, $2,000 or $5,000, and they pay off all the layaway items for all the people that have layaway at whatever the store is.
Ding, 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 ding. You just led me into something. Ding, 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 without you even knowing it. It's Giving Tuesday on Tuesday. This Tuesday is Giving Tuesday.
So we got Black Friday, which was yesterday. We got Cyber Monday we got Small Business Saturday today. Cyber
right.
Monday on Monday.
Right.
Tuesday on Tuesday.
Correct. We have a festival of holiday events kicking in. So in saying that, I actually am doing a fundraiser this year. It's the first time I'm doing one on my own, and I thought I'd just mention it real quick since you were talking about anonymous, because I did receive a check today for $100 anonymously. There's a little girl, and her name's Little B, and Little B had lost her father 2 days before Christmas last year. This is after the family was not together, and they were just getting back together. She reunited with her father in September, and he died December, 2 days before Christmas. In saying that, the mother just makes enough to where she can't get anything. And I was there when I was divorced and a single mother. I had been there in my life. I understand that. Sometimes you only have maybe you're $500 more than what's required for you to get some kind of help. Maybe that you only make $500 more a year.
Right.
That there, but you need the help, So her name is in disguise, by the way, Little B. It is in disguise to protect her. I want to give her a miracle. This family has not seen the light yet since Daddy died. Mommy got COVID, and then Mommy lost her job. The car is done. The car is completely done. So I'm doing a fundraiser for only $2,500 because I want to be able to get the family their tree and some ornaments. But there's 2 children, a mother, and a grandmother. I want everybody to have a coat. I want everybody to have boots. I want to keep them warm because if anybody's ever been cold, they know how nice it is to be warm. And I want them to be fed just for a year. And that's it. I'm not going to run it again next year. So it's on Facebook. It's on my personal Facebook, Michelle Chatterchick Lowe. And if anybody's on Facebook and they'd like to help me get to the quote, I think I'm up to maybe $500. So I have about 2,000 more to go. And we'll see what happens. And I will have pictures of her after I spoke with the mother, and I will have pictures of Little B doing her shopping spree and her Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be my Giving Tuesday.
And Chatterchick is C-H-I-K, not C-H-I-C-K.
Right, Michelle, M-I-C-H-E-L-E, Chatterchick, C-H-I-K, Lowe, L-O-W. If they can find out. I have no idea how to get a link out to any place else from Facebook. It seems like they have to be on Facebook to donate to that fundraiser. And Facebook they pull the funds out, and I keep the receipts for everybody, and so it's going to be really nice. It's going to be a nice surprise. I know that the little girl's not listening to the radio. That's why I mentioned it, and it just fell into what you were talking about, Giving Tuesday, because this is the year to give. I don't care if it's a smile. Give it. People need it. People, they need that. People are not getting touched anymore. Nobody's touching anybody. So we have to give we have to give. We have to give a hug a different way. And
you're absolutely right. I mean, you think about, that leads to the whole psychological impact of the virus, too. So you've got psychological by the distancing. You have financial, with all the terrible amount of people that lost their jobs. A lot in the service industry, food service and more, and it just it devastated millions of people, in that respect.
There's a lot of mental illness because of people, being home alone. When you work home and you're compromised, and then so you have to stay home too. I don't know. I can see where the mental illness would kick into people. I see what they're talking about, and I'm so grateful that God blessed me with a good attitude, because that seems to how I get through. You know what I mean? Like, I'm blessed with that. It is a gift to have that positive attitude. Even though you see me on the other side, I have a positive attitude, and to me that's a blessing, So I'm pretty lucky that way. But I got to tell you, Chuck, if I didn't get a dog, it'll be Peanut. It'll be 3 months ago. He enhanced my life tremendously. So I believe that there might be certain things you need to do once in a while. Hey, to enhance your life right now, And for me, it was a dog.
Yeah, and there's so many people that, if they're looking for companionship, I mean, those little dogs, little big dogs, whatever size dog, and then you did a great thing by going to, I think you went to SPCA and got him.
I did. I saved him. I go, no, he saved me. I'm like, go, he didn't save you. You know what I mean? It worked out well. We both needed each other. And boy, and I waited. I almost gave up. I truly almost just gave up. And this one girl just wouldn't let me give up. And I got the coolest flipping dog. I mean, I got a dog with a blue eye and a brown eye. He just learned how to shake hands. He finally has it down. I go shake, and he gives me his little paw. He loves doggy massage, and he gets all the love. He's here with me all day. I have the mind reader desk. Have you seen the mind reader desk?
No, what's that?
The mind reader desk is just a desk that you could push up and down. It's got two flat desks on it, and you could just wheel it around your house wherever you need to go. Because since I'm doing the LBBs, the lunchbox banner, how sometimes the lighting might not be right, this is not right. I can move this thing around, and it goes all over the house with me with my computer. You could stand, you could sit, you could tilt this, whatever you need to do.
Cool.
So I got that in about 2 weeks ago. I'm not even sure why I was telling you that. Whatever. Who knows why? I go from Ace to the mind reader desk, right?
It's called the mind reader desk?
Yeah, they're called mind readers. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, they're called mind reader. They're everywhere. They're not in the store. You got to get them online. They all have them.
Your little doggy, you're dressing him up, I see.
Did you see his PJs?
I saw the PJ, and I saw the back hatch.
Yeah. I said, I don't like that.
That reminds me of Gabby Hayes.
So funny.
Do you remember Gabby Hayes?
I remember yeah.
That's known
You're too young.
for being in old westerns. And, back in the day, it used to make me laugh as a kid. When people would wear... Actually, you know what? This is the season for these kind of pajamas where, it's like a whole body pajama.
I'm trying to get matching pajamas.
Oh, I believe it.
No, I am.
And then they got the back hatch that opens if you got to use the toilet.
I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
Even as an adult, I never realized. I mean, I didn't have anything like that. My father didn't walk around like that. My brother didn't walk around. No. My ex-husband didn't walk around like that. So, but my dog does. He doesn't have to.
Question: when you let him outside, do you open that back hatch up?
Guess what? I took it off because I go, you can't wear this outside. I know you love, because, we don't want to get any, pea shot on there. You know what I mean?
Any kind of residue on it.
Any residue. Very good. Good way to put it. He lets me dress him. He already has his Christmas outfit. So he likes dressing. He got really submissive with me out of nowhere. I'm like, okay. Like, I went to put on something on him the other day, and his whole head's laying on my leg. Go ahead, Ma, put it on. I'm like, okay. So he went from being scared to, really submissive.
Part poodle, and what else?
Well, he's actually, I would say he's part Shih Tzu, and they do think he is part poodle. They think he's a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
Possibly. Who knows? He's just adorable. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. It's a miracle that, you don't know what you're going to get when you get a dog that's already been around for a while, because you don't know what they've been through.
That's true.
And I don't think he's been through anything that's been horrific. I just think nobody ever paid attention to him.
It reminds me of, I had a toy poodle that was my sister's years ago, and when I look at pictures of your dog, it reminds me of him, because they have, if their eyes tear, it almost creates this wetness.
Yes, I've been struggling with that.
Tear duct, yes. Yep.
I give him, I've been struggling. Wait a minute. He went and got his first grooming done. I figured out, what is it, $50? No, it was $70. I go, geez, more than me, right?
$50, that's way back years ago.
Yeah, obviously I never had a dog, right? I was thinking, how much could it be, But he got his teeth done, okay? The teeth were done, too. And he come out like a bouffant. It was so cute. I'm like, oh, Mommy can't do your hair like that. But she said to me, at that point, right where those tears are, it was better. Now I give him vinegar in his water every day.
Oh, really?
I read about that. I give him a little bit of vinegar, and I was watching how he cleaned his eyes, and the way he did it, I do it, and I'm getting that down pat to where he has brown hair there, by the way, too.
Mm-hmm.
He has brown hair mixed in with that, so it makes it even worse.
So he's like a champagne then color?
He's white. Oh, that's a good color, yeah. He's white with, I would say, champagne. What a great color, now that you say that. What color is your dog? Champagne.
It's always a celebration.
Put a nice light on there for me. Look at that champagne color.
Champagne fur color is illuminated greatly by the...
He's very popular. He's a showstopper. He walks like he's very popular in my community. Everybody likes my dog. I can't even get back in the house. They all got to say, "Let's." Oh, you're so cute. I'm like, yeah.
How old is he?
Well, they said the SPCA said he was 6. The vet said anywhere from 3 to 5. So I would say he's probably 4 to 5 years old. He's playful. Right now, he's out in the car with the window down. He's out in my car. He goes out there. He likes a little time to himself.
Okay.
Because he likes taking rides. So the window's down. He's got his seatbelt on, and he's just sitting out there. He goes, I know she'll come out here any minute. And he waits. He waits. I did that today because...
He probably wanted to be on the radio. That's why he's out there.
Well, he likes being on the Zoom, and he was disappointed that this year... I told him we could Zoom, but it's not the same as being at the station. It's, it's not like if a caller called in, they could hear it through our stream, Because that would be nice, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's totally doable, but we don't...
We don't do that. And to tell you the truth, if I wasn't compromised, I would go there and stream it out with you and I. But it's just right now this works. I mean, most people turn it on. They don't really watch it. You know what I mean? So here we are. Here we are. Small Business Saturday, folks. Just a gentle reminder. Hit your brick and mortars, wherever you're at, wherever you can hear us. Go get them, because we need them here next year.
Yeah, you have to support, like we're saying, local businesses, small businesses. Again, there's nothing wrong with shopping online. I shop online, but I also shop locally. And when you shop locally, you support your local community. You support local jobs. When you do that, it supports. You get more taxpayers. So it works all the way around. You know what I mean? When you support small businesses, you have more jobs, more people to pay taxes, and to create, the community that we want.
You didn't tell me what you did for Thanksgiving this year. I know you guys cooked. I must have cut you off somewhere. I know I did.
Well, I had I did the turkey breast. I've been doing the turkey breast ever since I met my wife because she's not big on the drumsticks.
Me neither. Good for her. Yeah.
It saves a lot of mess, to be honest, and I don't mind it. And I've got it down to a science where it is just so tender. And it was probably the most tender this year that I've ever made it. And it was a big hit with a few people that we had over. And my wife made cornbread stuffing that came out really great.
Oh, that sounds good, too. Yeah.
Of course, we had pasta.
And did the in-laws come over, the Italian in-laws?
Yes.
Were they? Did you get the approval on the meat, on the turkey?
Yeah. Big time.
Because you could always put Italian seasoning on it if you had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw some spaghetti sauce on there, you can. Whatever you want. I prefer the gravy.
I got a plate this morning from Marie Gallo. She because she had saved me a plate, and guess what? As soon as she left, I dug right into it because it was all homemade food from her house.
Oh yeah.
Deviled eggs, the whole 9 yards, right down to the dessert.
Wow.
She took care. She takes care of her little friend. She's been very good to me. Curbside stuff. She's always dropping some food off for me, or she calls me every day to make sure I'm alive. And I said, it's good. It's good to have somebody out there for you like that, you know.
Yeah, Marie's great. I mean,
she's all about small business, you know.
I've known her since I was 9 years old.
I keep her up to date. Sometimes she might keep me up to date about you know, because I'm not in the office anymore, you know what I mean? So her and I keep up to date about Mr. Shoulders.
Oh, thank you.
Chucky Shoulders, you know. I still have to go check out the wedding pictures. I haven't been on Facebook to see that. I want to remind everybody, too, actually in December, it'll be our 31st hour of Ace Your Space, and we're going to be on the day after Christmas.
And we are. So in light of that, I want to mention our holiday hours.
Ah, very good, Chuck.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
So we're going to be on, you said on the 26th next time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the fourth Saturday. So on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Supplies, and this goes for every store, all 7 branches that we have. On Christmas Eve, we're open from 7 a.m. to noon. Christmas Day, which is on a Friday, December 25th, we are closed. And Saturday, December 26th, the next time we're on the air, we're going to be open from 8 to noon. So again, that's Christmas Eve, 7 to noon. Christmas Day, we're closed. And the day after Christmas, Saturday, December 26th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's our holiday hours.
So that's nice. They're gonna close early on the following Saturday.
Yes.
On the day of our show, basically on the 26th. That's nice. That's nice that Ace is going to do that. Mm-hmm. This way, they're going to take care of those customers, those early morning customers that have to get to the job, and then they'll let. It's probably going to be small staff that day too.
There's always one thing to remember when it comes to not only do we sell product, but one other thing that we sell is parts for very important items in your home, like water heaters. And, you know, if you have everybody has water heaters in their home, you have a furnace to keep you warm in the winter, and those things don't take a holiday when it comes to breaking down. You know, if you've got an older one, it can happen at any time, pretty much. And so the reason Ace likes staying open is because you never know when those things are going to go. We want to be there to help people get their water heater back up and running and their furnace.
Let me tell you something. You just brought back a memory. 6 or 7 years ago, on Thanksgiving Day, I had an HVAC tech come out that I was selling advertising at the time, and he was my customer. He didn't even charge me, and it was Thanksgiving Day. Oil is how my home was being heated at the time. The oil tank, I saw a little bit of rust, you know, and I called him because it looked like it was popping out. Oh, yeah, it was popping out all right.
Oh, boy.
I had a brand new oil tank the next day.
Wow.
So that was good service. Like you said, you never know when. Here it was Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I mean, those things don't take a holiday.
Don't take a holiday is what you said. Yeah, you're right. It did not take a holiday because it happens on the holiday.
Yeah, things breaking, it can happen at any time. There's no holiday season for things not breaking down. So in the unfortunate event that happens, Ace is there to sell you the part you need to get you up and running again.
And if you really want to guarantee, you better get ding, 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 10, 10, couple of 10, 10, 10, couple of 10.
Yeah, if your water heater isn't worth fixing, we have the A.O. Smith brand, where you get a 10-year warranty exclusively at Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies, a 10-year warranty on tank and parts for A.O. Smith water heaters. It's an awesome warranty. And
Miss A.O. Smith, Carol, is my lunchbox banter on Thursdays at 12. She's on every Thursday at 12. She has all the information, everything A.O. Smith, and she also reps other products, but our main subject with her is A.O. Smith. I mean, she does petitions. She goes on the job site, this woman. She's out there. Boy, I'll tell you, she's hands-on. I love Carol because Carol gives great customer service.
And that's the best way to be, really develop that relationship, know what your customers or what their needs are, and you know, you get to see what's happening out there in the world, and you bring that back to the corporation and say, hey, we need to do this, and that interaction is priceless.
Is priceless. Yep, and it's just crazy because then the Heat is On is our other lunchbox series, and that's with Dean, and Dean also works for the same rep agency. It's crazy how I have these two reps that are givers, you know, that understand hey, going online and having a conversation could help anybody. You know, just keeps that conversation going with contractors.
So I was watching the Lunchbox banter, The Heat is On, the Utica show.
Yes.
Wednesdays at noon on Facebook, Ace Facebook page, and Michelle Chatterchicklow's Facebook page. And Dean mentioned something that it really was a stat. And, you know, I love data. Like, I mean,
yes.
Science. I mean, my show, Science S Factor, is based on all data. You know what I mean? There's really no opinion on anything much. I might throw my opinion out once in a while. But he mentioned a statistic that really interested me. And you'll probably remember this when I mentioned it. But he said they had a poll where they asked homeowners what brand furnace they had or boiler, right? And they said Honeywell.
Yes.
Because they were thinking about the thermostat.
Yes.
On their main level, and not, you know what I mean? So
yes.
So when you have people that have that. Because listen, I was one of them before I worked at Ace. I didn't know anything about HVAC or water heaters, and but it goes to show you that we have professionals out there that can help you get that water heater up and running, that in the furnace, that you can fix those things and get it up for you again, because there's a lot that goes into these machines, and we have the parts for furnaces and water heaters, and getting the licensed professionals out there to fix them is the way to go.
Is the way to go. And there's all kinds of little videos that go along with our Lunchbox banner, like who's ever listening to it when it's on, when we have Carol on with A.O. Smith water heaters on Thursdays. There's things that are mentioned, and that'll lead to, there's a possible video that will coincide with that. Utica is out of this world with all their videos on their website, on Utica's website, out of this world for any training. And they're getting ready to do the Boilermaker fundraiser. That's going to be in January, so we'll probably be putting some things on. You'll probably get some things out on the website or on our social medias about that, because it sounds really interesting. What they do for their fundraiser. It's Utica. And so we'll wait and see. We'll get information on that and get that out to people in case they want to participate, in case our contractors want to participate in that. It sounds like it's a lot of fun. Fun, and then you're raising money to help people. I mean, you just can't beat it.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of people out there that need the assistance right now.
Now, are you going to the parade tonight, to Violent Parade?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think the weather's going to be... I don't think it's going to be like, it's usually, let me tell you something. I was a street captain a few times, with the downtown Landis. Yeah. And I remember the first year, I froze. So the following year, my mother went out. She wasn't going to see her daughter, even though I'm an adult. My daughter's not going to be cold. I got so many cool things to keep me warm.
Oh, yeah?
Please. So because it was cold, I mean, we're out there, 4 or 5 hours, before the parade even starts, in a sense, you know what I mean? But this year here, it's beautiful. I mean, it's not going to be freezing out there at all. You just have to be careful with the people, that's all.
Yeah, and listen, there's a lot of space to spread out, and I think, in general, because of COVID, you're probably going to have a little bit of a less attendance than you normally would.
I don't know. Did you see the Macy's parade?
I did not, actually. Did you watch it?
I just saw, it seems like sometimes you just keep it on for the tradition just to have it on, walk through the living room, maybe look. It was mobbed.
Really?
It was mobbed. It was mobbed.
Wow.
So, listen, they're outside, so they're not going to wear masks, but they were on top of each other, too. And I said, oh, no, you know what I mean? But I don't have the answer to that in life. I think people just have to do what they're comfortable with. I personally, I'm not comfortable with it because I don't think my doctor told me to, work from home for me to be out at a parade. You know what I mean? For me, for Michelle.
I always go on the side of what the science says, and if whatever the scientists, whatever the doctors say, listen, I'm not a doctor. I didn't go, to school for all of those years and then go into practice for a bunch of years studying viruses. So when people do research, whatever the research says, I'll tend to go that way because, to keep credibility, you pretty much have to. You know what I mean? Because if that's what the data says, you go with it.
Yeah, you're right.
It says, I would suggest going with what the data says because, that's where you're going to find, the truth and what situations we're in.
And listen, if you're outside and you're near somebody and you're wearing a mask, when you walk away, if you're using the sanitizer, I can't see, and you with a child, he's pretty much going to be covered up anyway, in a sense, so I missed the parade. That's why I was asking if you were going.
Santa will be turning the lights on.
Did I ever tell you about the year that Santa was thin. He was very thin Santa. He wasn't, he was on a diet that year when Santa came to town.
He was trying maybe Atkins or something.
Almost tripped, climbing the ladder to light the...
You're kidding me.
No, it wasn't a good scene at the end.
Oh, my God. It's not a good time to realize that Santa...
I know the kids didn't realize it, but I surely did. Oh, look at Santa. He's stubborn to feed him. At this point, you want to give him all the cookies and the milk he needs because he obviously needs the strength to get that wand up there.
It's not a good time to realize that Santa has a fear of heights when you're climbing that ladder.
I think that's what it was. Like, it's pretty bad up here.
Yeah.
It's a little higher than the reindeer get me,
I can sympathize with that because I remember. Okay.
Oh, wow. He's fast, isn't he?
Yeah. Years ago,
I miss Norm.
I was scared of roller coasters,
Yeah.
And would get on that when you're climbing, when the non-magnetic ones that use gravity, so you go way high. And then they drop you. Boy, when those things climb up, I remember looking at the steel and thinking to myself, and you see that chain, you're like, boy, I'm doing this voluntarily.
I'm going to do mine real fast, the roller coaster story. I'm in 10th grade. I'm at Sacred Heart High School, and Claudia Haynes says, come on, we're going to go on the roller coaster. I said, oh, no, I'm scared. She goes, me too, but she goes, come on, we're going to do it. So I said, okay. She goes, I do it all the time, even though I'm scared. Okay. So I get in, we get ready to go. She's like, Hail Mary, full of grace, honest to God, the whole time down, right? I'm never going again. She prayed the whole time out loud, doing the rosary and everything from Catholic school. It was fun, but I never got on one ever again because I was too scared. And then you're praying the whole time.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised. I thought you would be a roller coaster girl.
Everybody thinks anything wild, that would be me, and I'm such the opposite. I'm like, what's on the outside's not on the inside, right? I want to wish you a very, very thankful Thanksgiving holiday. I'm very grateful for you, Chuck, that you do this with me. That you're my host, my co-host, and you do so much behind the scenes for me that people have no idea. So I want to get it out there in the world. I want to thank Ace Plumbing, Heating, and for Electrical Supplies for even hiring me when they met me. How about that? And then on top of that, I'm so grateful I get to work with Chuck Shazer again because I worked with you before, and we put this thing together, and it works. Whatever I do there, if you're involved with it for me, it works. So I thank you for that. I thank John Sperator. I thank Larry Berman. And I thank everybody at ACE. I love everybody. Doesn't mean I like everybody, but I certainly love everybody. And God bless the whole wide world. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this, and we're all going to come back stronger. You better get out there and support those local businesses today.
And then today's a perfect day to do that. Small Business Saturday, folks.
And Chuck, we're going to listen to your show next week. You have a great weekend.
Oh, you too, Michelle. God bless everybody out there.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, folks. This is Michelle Chatterchick Lowe from Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies. Join me and my co-host,
Chuck Shazer,
from 11 a.m. to 12 noon and every fourth Saturday of the month, while we try to ace your space. We're going to share with you some helpful hints that will improve the quality of any room or project that you are currently working on. Also, we're going to have just a little bit of fun. Join me for Ace Your Space, coming to you from Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies.
WVLT Vineland.
Cruisin' 92.1.
This is David A.V. here with you for a moment to remind you that tomorrow, Saturday, November 28th, from 5 to 7 p.m., right here on Cruisin' 92.1, you can hear the live broadcast of Vineland's annual Christmas parade. Live from Landis Avenue, we will be broadcasting. Again, tomorrow, Saturday, November 28th, from 5 to 7 p.m. Listen live or tune in on our Facebook page. And as always, you can also catch the action live on MauriceRiver.com.
This afternoon at 5.
Got something to sell? Or if you're looking for something, tune into the Country Store. Saturday, 12 noon. Cruise at 92.1.
Happy holidays to all our loyal customers. We know these times are trying, and we know this holiday season will be different. So why not stop into CardSmart, where you can avoid all the crowds at the mall and shop in a safer environment. We are all stocked up with all of our holiday gift items, and also our tried and true favorites. We have a large variety of snowmen and beautiful Christmas decor for your home. We have women's handbags, ponchos, and jewelry. We have gifts for the sports fan, and also Springbok jigsaw puzzles for the whole family to enjoy. We also carry our Asher's Gourmet Chocolates and New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets for everyone's stockings. And don't forget, our cards, gift wrap, tissue, bags, bows, and box cards are always 50% off. So stop into CardSmart of Vineland, 1843 East Wheat Road, or CardSmart of Laurel Springs, 1224 Choose Landing Road. Your one-stop shopping for all your holiday needs. CardSmart of Vineland or CardSmart of Laurel Springs. Merry Christmas.
Hello, this is Bart Feldman from TNF Camera. The holiday season is upon us, and I wish to remind you, as you look for the best deals, check out your local merchants. These stores offer you the best of what they do. Always a great deal. Remember, these local stores support our communities all year long with donations to the local youth sports teams, schools, and charities. So this holiday season, visit your local merchants to see all the great deals you can find from people that live in your neighborhood. From all of us, the local businesses, have a happy holiday season.
Do all your shopping at your local family-owned businesses this holiday season.
All right, girls, are you ready to record our new commercial for LA Mail, fine men's clothing, and formal wear store? Okay, Kathy?
Okay.
Okay, Carly?
Okay.
Okay, Allie? Allie?